Good morning, friends! I hope you're excited and ready for a great day. I know that I am, and I'm so happy to see you guys all ready to learn today. Excellent. Okay, so for our song this morning, we're going to sing Willoughby Wallaby by Raffi. Okay, get ready. Willoughby Wallaby wee, an elephant sat on me. Willoughby Wallaby woo, an elephant sat on you. Willoughby Wallaby William, an elephant sat on William. Willoughby Wallaby Wariana, an elephant sat on Ariana. Willoughby Wallaby Wemmet, an elephant sat on Emmet. Willoughby Wallaby Wambrose, an elephant sat on Ambrose. Willoughby Wallaby Willian, an elephant sat on Lillian. Willoughby Wallaby Wizabeth, an elephant sat on Elizabeth. Willoughby Wallaby Wong, I hope that you sing along. Willoughby Wallaby wee, sing along with me. Da 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 da. A do 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 do. Do 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 do. Woo! Willoughby Wallaby Woel, an elephant sat on Noel. Willoughby Wallaby Way, an elephant sat on Ray. Willoughby Wallaby Warrenna, an elephant sat on Corinna. Willoughby Wallaby Willin, an elephant sat on Dylan. Willoughby Wallaby Wavery, an elephant sat on Avery. Willoughby Wallaby Wallachi, an elephant sat on Malachi. Willoughby Wallaby Wellinor, an elephant sat on Eleanor. Willoughby Wallaby Whale, an elephant sat on Kale. Willoughby Wallaby Wari, an elephant sat on Bari. Willoughby Wallaby Wexy, an elephant sat on Lexi. Willoughby Wallaby Wooby, an elephant sat on Ruby. Willoughby Wallaby Wuss, an elephant sat on Gus. Willoughby Wallaby Wax, an elephant sat on Max. Willoughby Wallaby Warper, an elephant sat on Harper. Willoughby Wallaby Wanner, an elephant sat on Connor. Willoughby Wallaby Wizabelle, an elephant sat on Isabel. Willoughby Wallaby Wabriella, an elephant sat on Gabriella. Willoughby Wallaby Wergeson, an elephant sat on Miss Ferguson. Willoughby Wallaby Wong, I hope that you sing along. Willoughby Wallaby wee, sing along with me. Woo! Great job, guys. Give yourselves a sign language clap. Thank you for singing along with me. Now remember, if you didn't hear your name, you might hear it next time. So listen. Thanks for singing along. All right, my friends, for our sharing today, we are going to think about what we like about our families. So families are all different, right? Some of us have a mom and a dad, and some of us have just a mom, some of us have just a dad, some of us have two moms, some of us have two dads, some of us have a mom and a dad and a grandma and a grandpa and brothers and sisters, and our families are all different, right? But I want you to think about your own family and what you love about them. Okay, so what do you love about your family? So think. And when you know, raise your hand. Got it? All right, wonderful job. Well, what I love about my family is how much fun I have with them. When I am with my family, I laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. My family is hilarious. I saw a little meme the other day of like people being ridiculous and dancing, and it reminded me of my family. So what I love about my family is how much fun I have with them. What do you love about your family? Well, I cannot wait to hear all about it, so I want you to pause the video and tell someone in your house what you love about your family. What I love about my family is All right, my friends, for our writing today, we are going to be working on an illustration. What's an illustration? A picture. Yes, it's a picture that matches our writing. So in order to do an illustration, you're going to need your writing from the last few days. Okay, so make sure you have that so you can read it before you start to draw. Okay, all right. Oh, can we read like this? No. Mrs. Ferguson, so silly. Okay, so what I have done is I rewrote my writing that we did together, and we're going to read it before we start to draw. So we make sure that our words match our picture, and our picture matches our words, okay? So get that pointer power. Ready? Okay. It is spring. In spring, flowers grow. Now we wrote some other options, but this is the one I'm going to illustrate, okay? So let's read it one more time together, and then you get to read it solo. Ready? It is spring. In spring, flowers grow. Excellent job. Now get ready to read it on your own. Use that pointer power. You guys are growing your brain so much by reading with me. Oh my goodness. Give yourselves a round of applause and pats on the back. Wonderful job. All right. Well, I just saw your brains growing through the screen. I could see them going, my brain is so big. My brain is so big. Look at my brain being big, 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 big. So now we are going to take the writing that we did, and you're going to illustrate your own, but I'm going to demonstrate what I would illustrate for my writing. And I want to get a couple different colors out here. We want to remember what our rules for a good illustration are, okay? All right, so the first rule of a good illustration, as a reminder, is making sure that our picture matches our words. So I wrote, it is spring. In spring, flowers grow. So what do you think I should draw? A bear. Okay. No, I shouldn't draw a teddy bear. I shouldn't draw my cat climbing a tree. I shouldn't draw a family doing the Macarena. No, I'm not going to draw that because that's not what my words say. Okay, I'm going to draw a picture of flowers growing, okay? All right, now I'm just going to tilt this down a skosh and so that you can see my board. Remember, my head is still here, even though you can't see it. I'm still here. Okay, so I'm going to draw flowers growing in the springtime, okay? Now, I want to have some different colors for my flowers, but I'm going to start out with some grass down here. I'm going to draw some grass. And I like to just do little swooshies, and maybe the wind is blowing and that's why they're going sideways, huh? What do you think? Maybe that's why this is happening. And you can also kind of fill it in if you want, or even go back through with a different color. I have another green here. I see this green, this lime greeny color in the grass a lot during the springtime when it's first starting to grow. So I'm just going to swoosh that, and that layering of color kind of gives me a little more depth. It's hard to see from far away, but if you look carefully, you can see both of those colors of green. Now, I need to show some flowers growing, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw the stem, okay? And I'm going to draw them, they're growing, so I'm going to draw them at different heights. And I like to kind of draw my stems first. I can draw my stems first and then go back and fill them in, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and I want some blue flowers. I like to visit the tulip farm where we lived in Oregon, and they have tulips that are all different colors. Tulips grow in all different colors. They grow in reds and blues and all kinds of different colors. So I'm going to draw some tulips. Are one of the flowers that I see growing a lot in, and I'm trying to find a red because I think that would really help my picture to pop. Make some really pretty colors. So they grow in blues and they grow in reds. And there's another flower that I see in the springtime an awful lot, and that is called a daffodil. And a daffodil can be different colors, but the ones that I see the most are yellow and orange, okay? Now, I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to draw a daffodil, but I'm going to try. It sort of has a trumpety shape. I'm going to draw some things that look like this and color that in really gently. And then I'm going to put the middle. It's got a pistil and stamens in the middle of it. So I'm going to draw that in orange, which is just on the other side. Now that kind of looks like a head. I don't know what it looks like, but that's okay, right? I told you that I'm just trying my best. And I'm going to draw that center and some of these little guys coming out of it, okay? So that's one of my flowers. And then maybe over here, I kind of like to have a balance of colors, right? I see all kinds of different flowers when I am walking in the springtime. I might see all kinds of different flowers. So let me maybe ooh, wait, I've got an idea. I think I want to make a yellow flower over here and maybe make it go like that, with an orange center. And then I'm going to just color this in very gently. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Now again, we talked about this before. Mrs. Ferguson is going kind of quickly, but when you do your own picture, the longer you spend on it and the more details you add, the cooler your picture will usually look, right? If we take our time and do our best. And I'm going to draw just another little pink tulip here, just for good measure. All right, now did I show flowers blooming? Yes, I did. Do I have good details? Probably not yet. I'm going to add some more details. So something I see that's missing on the stem of my flower is what? A leaf, yes. I'm going to need some leaves here. So I'm going to just draw a couple leaves. And leaves actually look, some leaves look different. Sometimes a plant will have leaves on both sides. Sometimes it'll only have one leaf. So I'm going to draw them all a little bit different. Sometimes, just like sometimes a plant will have a longer stem, a flower will have a longer stem, or a shorter stem. All right. Okay, now let's see. So the first thing we want to check is to make sure that our picture or our illustration matches our words. Does this show flowers blooming in the spring? Yes, the flowers are blooming. Wonderful. Does it have at least 3 colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, because remember I used 2 shades of green in my grass. I have 7 colors. So I did a good job with both of those things. Does my picture take up most of the page? No, why not? I drew a lot of flowers. I need to fill in this space, don't I? I absolutely do. So I think maybe I'm going to draw a tree. And the reason I'm going to draw a tree is because in the spring, the trees also have flowers that bloom on them. So that might be another good example. So I'm going to start down here with my trunk. And because I'm going to try to go kind of quickly with this, I'm just going to draw lines instead of coloring it all in. I'm going to draw some branches on my tree, kind of like when I have my sloth. And in the springtime, our tree isn't going to be totally filled in yet, right? It's not going to be totally bare like it would be in the winter when all the leaves have fallen off, and it's not going to have multicolored leaves like browns and oranges and reds like in the fall. But it's also not going to be totally filled out like it would in the summer because the leaves are just growing back and the flowers are just blooming on it. So I'm going to draw some little leaves here. And I'm actually going to probably go through and go pretty quickly and just draw. They're not going to be great details just because I kind of want this tree to be filled in a little bit without taking 45 minutes to do an illustration, right? So I'm just showing that there are some leaves on this tree. That's the reason I'm adding this to my picture, that I'm adding those leaves. Now that looks pretty good, right? But I want to show that there are flowers on this tree too. And sometimes cherry blossoms grow on trees. Not sometimes, cherry blossoms always grow on trees. So I'm going to draw some little pink cherry blossoms on there. That is, if you've ever been to the Cherry Blossom Festival, they have one in Washington, D.C. They also have the cherry blossom trees in downtown Salem, Oregon. And I know there's lots of places that have cherry blossoms. If you get a chance to see them in person, they are really beautiful. So what do you guys think? Did I show my flowers blooming? Oh, I think I did. And I've got one more thing I'm going to add just up here in the corner. I want to show that remember we talked about it gets a little warmer in the spring. So I'm going to show that the sun and also some rain are going to be making these flowers grow. Now, just because I wrote in spring flowers grow doesn't mean I can't add other details. As long as I'm showing that the flowers are growing in the spring, I can add butterflies, I can add bees. I'm actually going to add a little cloud that's sprinkling because I know that the rain actually makes the flowers grow. I know that, right? A flower can't grow without sunshine and rain and a pollinator, right? It's going to need all those things. So I'm going to draw a little monarch butterfly, which is a type of pollinator. I'm going to draw him over here. So what do you guys think? So we've already decided that my picture matches my words, my illustration matches my words. We've decided I used enough colors. Do you think that I filled the whole page? Yes, I did. And do you think I have good details? I think I did. I'm actually very proud of my picture today. I think it matches what I wrote, and I'm very excited that I took my time and did my best. So you guys, I cannot wait to see your spring writing. So what I want you to do is take your own writing, reread it, and do your best job illustrating your writing, okay? And remember, whatever you do, just be doing your best wherever you are. If you want to do it on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper, you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, you can use markers, you can use whatever you have at home, okay? So, great job learning with me. Let's give ourselves a rain shower, rain shower. Great job, guys. Thanks for growing your brains with me today. All right, guys, guess what time it is? It's hero time. H-E-R-O time. It's H-E-R-O time. Who will be our hero today? Our hero today is my dear friend, Miss Beals. Can you guys say good morning, Miss Beals? Oh, Miss Beals, I'm sure she heard that and appreciated it. Raise your hand if you know Miss Beals. Raise your hand if Miss Beals is your teacher. She might be your teacher when you're watching here today. Now, I do want you guys to know a couple of things about my friend Miss Beals and why I chose her as our hero of the day today. Miss Beals is a first grade teacher. And right now, Miss Beals is working so hard to teach her kids online. She's working hard to teach them on the computer, and she meets with them every day, and she makes sure that they know what they need to know and that they're learning what they need to learn. And she is just a really fun, sweet teacher. This is a picture of Miss Beals and Mrs. Ferguson and Mrs. Henderson, and we were all laughing so much in this picture. Can you tell that we were having fun? We were having a lot of fun in this picture. Yeah. And then this is a picture of Miss Beals holding up a sign for her students because she misses them so much. Isn't that a sweet sign? It says, I love my firsties. And she's talking about how much she misses them. So, my friends, it's really hard for us being away from our teachers right now, right? Yeah, but it's also really hard for our teachers to be away from us. And remember, yesterday we talked about how much we loved our teachers and what we liked about them. And I know that you guys miss them very much. So when I was thinking of a good hero for today, I thought Miss Beals is doing such a good job keeping in touch with her students. I've actually talked to some of the parents in her class, and they have only wonderful things to say about her. So we are really, really happy. Miss Beals, we know that you are working really, really hard to teach your students right now and to take care of them and show them that you care about them. So let's give our friend Miss Beals a round of applause. And let's tell her, thank you, Miss Beals. Miss Beals, thank you so much for devoting your life to teaching children. You are doing a fantastic job with it, and you are absolutely a hero. All right, my friends, for our game today, we're going to sing a song by Raffi. Sing a song by Raffi, sing a song by Raffi. That's not the song. The song we're going to sing by Raffi today is Down by the Bay. Okay, and this is a rhyming song. So I want you to try to guess while you're singing, what word is Mrs. Ferguson going to rhyme it with, okay? And then at the very end, I'm going to pause and you get to come up with your very own, did you ever see a wearing a okay? All right, give me a thumbs up if you understand. Sing a song by Raffi, sing a song by Raffi. Okay, get ready. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a bear combing his hair down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a llama wearing pajamas down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a frog sitting on a log down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a sloth covering up his cough down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go. Hold on. For if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a narwhal feeling kind of barwhal? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a bunny spending lots of money down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, your turn. Have you ever seen a... What did you come up with? Down by the bay. Oh my goodness. You guys did such a great job again today. How do you do it every single day? I am so impressed with my friends. Great job. Give yourselves 3 snaps. 1, 2, 3. And a rainbow of sprinkles, a rainbow of sprinkles. And then just regular sprinkles, and back sprinkles, and side sprinkles, and a victory wiggle. Mrs. Ferguson's feeling very silly today. And I want you guys to give a round of applause for Mr. Narwhal. He had a hard time coming up with a good rhyme for narwhal. Maybe narwhal, tarwhal, farwhal. I don't know. Think about your own rhyme that goes with narwhal. Maybe you can come up with a better one than Mrs. Ferguson can. Well, thank you guys so much for coming again today. You did a fantastic job. And remember, you made my day better just by being in it. Thank you for being you. Thank you for working hard. And thank you for growing your brain. We'll see you next time. Bye.